Hello, this is Len Silver, and sorry I didn't upload yesterday, but I'm uploading now, so let's do this. I laughed at Slimecicle's whining and Quackity yelling at Slime after about an hour of visiting. The speaker said, "It's time to go, Scientist Midoriya." I sigh at the speaker and say, "Well, it looks like it's the end of our visit. I'm sorry, but I must leave." Slimecicle then says, "Aw, but you only been here for an hour." I say, I know, but I have to go. I'll visit you some other time. Bye, Slimecicle. Bye, Quackity. I hear distant goodbyes and smile as I look up at Techno, who is outside the whole time, and say, Since you're done, we can go. I say, "Okay, lead the way." Techno gives a huff of approval of my words, and he leads the way, and we go outside of the site and get on the horse. That I find out is Carl. Carl gets us to my original site, and I do this time carefully, as the slight pain in my ankle comes back and makes me regret my decision of not having Techno help me. But Techno helps me this time, which I appreciated. I walk into the site and notice how close the 16th is. So why not visit Phil to calm my nerves? He always does. I took off my coat and swiped the card and walked in to see Phil was standing right in front of the door, as if he knew I was already here. I think that's one of his abilities? Yeah, it is. I walk over and just let my head fall into his chest and say, "Today was stressful. Could I stay here with you?" He says, "Of course, Izuku." He starts to slowly fall to the floor as he wraps his arms around me and gets into a comfortable position. And then we just sit there in complete silence before I have a thought. Do any of the other SCPs in the Foundation sites redacted? Yeah, I'm not telling you because I have no idea where the fuck they are. Have any knowledge of the attack? And are they a part of it? Is Phil a part of it? I then say, "Phil?" He says, "Yes?" I say, "Are you part of the attack on the 16th? Phil stopped and paused for a minute. Was he really part of Techno's plan? How can the father figure that was so gentle be a part of attack on the government?" He says, "Yes. I'm sure that Techno informed you since you know, but do not come on that day. I want you to be safe, and as your father, I need you to listen." I say, "I'm not some angsty teenager, but yeah, I'll listen." I feel sleepy, and I sleepily said, "Today, I saw a dream kill a man. I was scared, but Technoblade helped me. I hurt my arm. It was out of fear. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Bye, Phil." My eyes got heavy after my last words, and I passed out. It was nice. It was so nice. I woke up probably a few hours later, as I was still in the soft green fabric that was Phil's clothes. I shifted a bit before I get the energy to open my eyes and look up to see Phil asleep. I carefully got up from the spot and got onto my feet and look on my phone to see 22:55. 10:55 for Americans. And me. I'm American. Yeah. A lot of us are dumb. I'm just gonna say. Okay, let's get back before I lose my spot. Holy shit, it's late as hell. I walked out the door into my office to pick up my bag and exited the site. I walked I walked on the streets, and the thing with dreams really stuck with me. But I'm gonna be fine. I then hear something and then I see something in the corner of my eye and quickly turn my head to an alley that it came from. I slowly backed away where I stood before something came out the alley. It was Tommy. How is he here? I was about to say something before I realized I didn't have the audio speaker, but then he runs to me and hugs me, and he hugs tight and looks up and says, I heard you had to go with Dream. Did he hurt you? Did he say something to you? Are you okay? Did he do anything? I guess the speaker can wait, but right now I need to help him calm down. It's not good for him to be panicking. I say, I'm okay. He didn't do anything. No need to worry. Let's get you some rest. You must be tired. You can stay at my place, and in the morning I'll take you back to the foundation. How does that sound? Tommy then says, I'm glad, and thank you, 'cause I honestly don't know where the fuck I am. I snorted, and he just sort of stared at me for a second. I put out my hand, and he takes my hand. I lead him to the apartment as I remember. Shit, are they home? Probably. Okay, let's go through the back. I then went to the back and climbed up to the window in the hallway and helped Tommy up into the house. Or apartment, I meant. As he got in, he fell on his face. I laughed and he says, Hey! I say, Sorry, here, let me help you up. I put out my hand and he grabs it, begrudgingly, and I walk into my living room. I pull out the pull-out bed that I got recently and set up, and I set it up for him. I got a few more blankets to make it a bit more comfortable, and he gets on and gets comfortable. I say, well, have a good night, and make sure not to be too loud. I have roommates. And even if I have this side, they can still hear loud noises. And if you're hungry, just help yourself to anything in my kitchen. He says, okay, good night. I say, good night to you too, Tommy. I walked back into my bedroom, and right before I went into my room, I say, if you need anything, I'll be sleeping in this room, so if you need anything, just knock or call me. He nods, and I head to my bathroom to take a quick shower before heading to bed. In the middle of the night, I was woken up by a knock on the door. I get up begrudgingly and open the door, keeping an eye on my drawer that has my handgun, just in case. I open the door to see Tommy, standing in front of my door, and I say, what's up? Anything happen? He then says, well, I accidentally grew your kitchen plant when I was grabbing a snack, and I accidentally did it. I'm sorry. He looked down in shame, and I say, Tommy, it's fine. I ruffle his hair and say, even though he's kind of tall, you're fine. I'll just throw them away later. Or you could get rid of it. Either way, it's fine. Is there anything else? Do you want me to make you feel comfortable? He looks down in embarrassment, and he says, well, I had a stuffed animal, but now they're at the foundation, so could I stay with you? Please? Oh my god, he's adorable. He may be taller than me, but those puppy eyes got me. God damn it. Yeah, come in. He awkwardly came in and sort of just scanned the room to find my bed. But while he did, I hid my gun so it would be out of sight. I then say, well, I'm gonna lay down. You can lay down, and then you can lay down. Well, I'm gonna lay down first, then you can lay down as to get comfortable. I lay down and got comfortable and felt body warmth on my side and just relaxed. Honestly, he was such a wonderful person and the sweetest. If he was sugar, I'd probably be a diabetic. In the morning, I felt something fluffy on my face. I then opened my eyes to see Tommy's hair in my face. But I won't lie, it was so fucking soft, and I won't lie, I fidgeted and I played with it for a good minute and a half before I felt before I felt drool on my t-shirt. But I won't lie, that's kinda gross. No, it is fucking gross. I carefully got up without waking Tommy and changed into my actual clothes since I'm not going to be wearing a fucking drooled on shirt. And then went to the kitchen and made breakfast for myself and Tommy. Hopefully he likes Japanese style breakfast. In the next couple minutes, I heard footsteps come towards me, and I hear Tommy's voice say, "Hey, M, or can I call you Midoriya?" I say, "Midoriya is my last name, and it's too formal for me. You could just call me Izuku or M if you feel more comfortable with it." He then says, "Oh, okay. M, what are you making?" He came closer and looked over my shoulder, and I say, "I'm making breakfast, but you might not like it since it's Japanese style." His eyes lit up and says, "Wait, you're Japanese?" I reply, "Yeah." He then says, "Could I try it?" I smile and say, "Sure." He goes over to get a seat and get settled into it. I bring over his breakfast, and at first he looks at it a bit weirdly before a few bites, and soon he's burying his face while swallowing down his food. I swear, if he chokes on it, I'm gonna laugh. And then he does. I laugh at this. I laugh, and he just kind of gives me that death stare, and I just look at him like, what's she gonna do? I then say, "Well, let's get going. I need to get you to the foundation." He nods, and I give him my sweatshirt so he doesn't get cold, and I walk him to the entrance of the foundation. One of the guards and say, "Hello, scientist Midor SCP T0MMY1NN1T. Step away from..." I flick my finger on their forehead and say, "I'm bringing him in. I found him, so I brought him back. Just let me put in my identification so I can do my job. You can even accompany me if you don't trust me." The door is open and Tommy followed close behind me as I made it to his containment. I put in my level entry card, and his containment door opens. As he walks in, before he says, "Thank you, Em, and the food was really good. Could you maybe bring me some later?" I smile and say, "Of course, Tommy." He waves goodbye, and the guard who accompanied me says, "What did you do to him that made him so obedient?" I say, "It's called treating him human." Okay, I know it's probably kind of short, but you don't... This is actually very long. And sorry for all, the stuttering and, the repeats of some words, because I don't like how I said them. Yeah. And sorry I didn't put any, actual, pictures and stuff. It's just so early in the morning, and I have to do stuff today. And something happened yesterday that made me not want to record. So, yeah. Sorry, and just, have a good one. And go in the comments, comment ideas, and just give support. Love you all. Have a good day or night or whatever time zone you are. Bye.